What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Flannel Fantom, and we're back with another gameplay. Today we're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I know a few of you have been asking me to play this, and others of you have not even requested this. It's because I saw how the Sims dating game did with the Monsters Prom, and I'm just excited as all hell to play this with you guys. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen any of the gameplays. I don't know what I'm getting into, but man, am I excited. And I hope you guys are too. So, here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I mean, makes sense. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Flannel. I mean, it is pretty mean. I'm sorry, I don't have very good girlish voices, so forgive me. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you. To be even mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Flannel, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of those conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me, but without the anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn about how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a net, or neat, whatever that is, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs and if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise to try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I mean, you owe her that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured into such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Wow, he's actually pretty mean. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After packing up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I like this guy. He's trying to weasel himself into his own little club, even though it's in his comfort zone. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Again, sounds like me when I space out. I thought I'd catch you coming out of your classroom, but I saw you were just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come visit my club? Oh God, Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Not even if you tied my testicles down and stuck freaking toilet paper down my scrotum. Meanie? Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one of the proposed of the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's a good point. She really shouldn't have just invited you into that. I hate when people invite me into something and I don't even know about it. It makes me so angry. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan out all this out. That's a good point. She does seem pretty smart. She does seem pretty smart though. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Oh wow, that stopping music really freaks me out. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Okay, now that really freaks me out. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the room I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm just gonna give her a manly voice, even though she's so cute. Ah, Flannel, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. I'm gonna give her like a British voice if I can. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, I see why people wanted me to play this game now. What are you looking at? I mean, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. No, thank you. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. Oh, fuck, I'm getting the names already mixed up. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Aw, she's bashful. That's kind of sweet. I mean, humility goes a long way, sweetheart, so that's a good thing. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? I don't know how to say her name. That's right. It's great to see you again, Flannel. Oh my god, it sounds like CP3, yo. Oh my. Minoka smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the middle of the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Flannel. We made room for you at the table so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table.
As Sayori mentioned, it has been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
Sounds like a pro wrestler saying that.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the full tray to reveal dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated with what looks like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she is sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I think you have, and it's in every cliche anime that I've ever seen.
Made them for you or anything?
I thought you technically did, Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you. But not for you know, you dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a cup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading a book might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises a brow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Don't say titties, 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 butts! Okay, that'll work. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Me too, actually. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare events for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great reader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Kinda what I'm doing right now, am I right? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this year before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Flannel, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well...
Don't say porn, don't say porn, don't say porn, don't say porn.
Nudie magazines!
That'll work. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Yeah, that sounds like me too.
Manga.
I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up in deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and so timid since that moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I don't like that. I read a good horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the moment a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? No, I don't. Shut up. What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were really working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give it back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are.
Yeah, just like my man titties. I mean, the fact that I'm a chick. I'm totally not a dude in disguise.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerable and showing even the deepest riches of your heart. Do you have writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example for and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Flannel? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. Kind of like, it sounds like me. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Flannel. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Alright. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcake, I would have been super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And with that, we can also end today's episode on a good note. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of this gameplay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know by hitting that like button. If you want to help this channel grow, share this with one of your friends by hitting that share button down below. And feel free to let me know what you guys think in a comment down below. Who should we date? Should we date Monica? Should we date Natsuki? Should we date Yuri? Should we date Sakuri? Which one should we date? I'm curious to see what you guys say. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys. What the fuck have I gotten myself into?